What's going on? This is Andy Mineo here in Orlando at Hot 95.9, talking about my new album, Heroes for Sale. One of the songs that I really appreciated and enjoyed off the record was Death Has Died. It's the last song on the album, and a lot of people are hitting me up and telling me that they've been blessed by it, and I think one of the reasons I really enjoy the record is because it talks about the hope that I ultimately have in this life. We see tragedy, we see terrorism, we see death, we see all kinds of evil and wickedness happening in this world, and losses of family members and close ones that we love, and the question comes to mind to a lot of people: is God really as good as he says that he is? And what is life really ultimately about? And so on this record I was able to say that in the midst of experiencing death and tragedy, that I have a hope that one day all death and all tragedy and all wickedness will be wiped off of the face of this earth, and that things will be restored back to the way that God has initially created them to be, which is that we would live in a place without sin, in perfect unison with him, where he would dwell among his people, and that all things would be made right. And we know that one day Jesus will return and he's going to make all things right. As Revelations tells us, he'll wipe every tear from our eyes and he'll restore all things back to the way that they should be. There'll be no more wickedness, there'll be no more pain, there'll be no more hurt, there'll be no more tears to cry. And that record is just a perfect way to end the album with the hope that we have, the hope that I have in Jesus and those who follow my music and believe the same thing. And I think having a record like that is so encouraging in the midst of tragic times like now. Just seeing what happened at the Boston Marathon, it was wickedness that we're seeing, that we're experiencing in this world. But the good thing to know is, it's not to belittle what has happened there. The good thing to know though is that one day justice will be served, and one day God will come and restore all things and make all things right the way that they should be. And until that day, we're waiting. We're waiting anxiously for his return. So, man, we're praying for y'all in Boston, and praying for the families that have been affected by this. And we hope that Jesus would come and comfort you in this season.
Truth to every lie, justice for every crime. All our shame will be gone, and we'll never have